Hi there everybody. This is the Hunter deck that got me to rank 1 legend. I record this video right after I finish my stream, so I'm a little bit tired, but I wanna tell you what it's about. Currently I'm number 3, but that's probably because I played a couple of whiz-bang games and other memes. So, I think Highlander Hunter has a very nice place in the metagame, mostly because it beats Mage. It struggles against Control Warrior, but because it beats Mage, I think it's one of the best decks right now. Also, very fun deck. For 1-drops, it runs Secret Keeper, Shimmerfly, and Springpaw, which are very, very powerful cards. And whenever you open with one of those, specifically with Secret Keeper going first, your win rate just increases so much. Tracking is a card that I didn't run at the beginning, but I actually like it to just find the missing points of damage that I need to kill my opponent, or find an answer for a threat, because you're playing a deck of one-offs, aka Highlander, to fulfill the condition of Dino Tamer Brann, and of Zephyr the Great, which is actually probably the best card of the expansion. You don't have the consistency of always having the answers, so a card like Tracking is just amazing. Then you run the secret package, basically every single secret other than Misdirection. For consistency, I think 6 secrets is a very good number. You could cut Snipe for Misdirection, but I like Snipe a bit more. It's very good in matchups such as Priest or against aggro decks in general. Sari Spy is obviously in the deck because you have so many secrets. Mostly good on the coin when you go coin secret into Sari Spy. Zephyris, again, best card of the expansion, always gives you a good answer. I always keep it in my starting hand, but I never play it on curve. I mean, never is an overstatement. Sometimes I play it on curve, but usually the best utilization of Zephyris is to just hold it until turn 4 or 5 and do a power play. Get Shadow or Pain or Shadow or Death, kill an annoying minion, put yourself ahead. Potential synergies, including some that I won games in super high legend weight, Unleash the Hounds, or Snip Snap giving you a big board. Then you can go for Savage Rogue Lethals, or you can go for Bloodlust Lethals, or you can go for Power of the Wild and just pressure a lot. I remember one game, I think I went Secret Keeper on 1, Secret on 2, and then on turn 3 I went Shimmerfly, Springpaw, and the Lynx. And then on 4 I went Zephyr's Power of the Wild, buffed everything, went face. It's a very powerful line of play. Zephyr is such a good card. It's amazing. I don't have enough words to compliment it. It doesn't always give you the perfect card, but it very often gives you a good card. And when you have it in your hand, you just ask yourself every single turn, what's the perfect card here? Do I want it? Also, by the way, it gives you cards only from classic and basic sets, so don't expect it to give Dr. Boom or something like that. It's only classic and basic. So if you want to go really deep about it, you can go here and look at classic, basic, look at all the options from all the classes, not only Hunter, all the classes. And then you can see what will be the best answers offered. Animal Companion, best tempo play. Deadly Shot, obviously, very good card as well. Best removal, works with Zul'jin. Bow for the weapons. I do not play the... Oh, I'm still on basic, sorry. I do not play the new weapon. Feels low value. Sometimes you get it out of your Hunter's pack, but it's not an amazing card. I don't like it that much. Talking about Hunter's pack, very good card because it gives you a secret, which your deck needs. Gives you a weapon, which is always good because it puts damage on the opponent's face. And there's only 3 possible weapons. There's a spear, the bow, and the 7 mana one that deals 5. And then Random Beast can be pretty tricky. As long as you don't get buzzed, you're good. I got King Crush a couple times. I got Savannah Highwind a couple times. There are really good beasts out there. Kill Command because you play a lot of beasts. You want to just finish people off. Must Contender because you play a lot of secrets. Is best turn 3 play after you have a secret. Very often I can keep a hand that is like secret into Must Contender. That's fine enough. Snip Snap, I'm not sure if I love, but I definitely like. Can give you tokens on the board. I like playing it on 6 or on 9 way more than I like playing it on 3. Because on 3 you already have super huge tempo plays like Contender, Eaglehorn Bow, or Animal Companion. You don't really want to waste your mana by playing Snip Snap, and also you waste potential future value of it. Unleash is insane in this deck as a one-off. Vulpir, I think, should be in every Highlander deck. It's just super nice card. If you think about it, it's a 3 mana spell lackey that has a 2/3. It's good enough. Can give you a secondary copy of a spell that you have one-off, and that helps a lot. And because you have the mystery choice, you have an extra shot in case you get 3 bad options. It's just a good card. High in alpha, we play so many secrets, card is great. Life Drain card is mostly because of the heal, but the damage is not bad, and it's a beast on top of it. Mark Shot, obvious reasons. Subject 9 is good in this deck, but it's not amazing. A lot of people are asking me about Subject 9, and I think you can cut it. It often just draws 2 or 3 cards. Obviously, it's insane when it draws 5, but you don't need it. You can play without it. Zealous is one of the best cards in the game. Unleash the Beast is one of the best cards with Zul'jin. Brann is really good. I won a lot of games because I branded them on 7 or on 8. It's surprisingly good if you can manage to just play on curve and then brand them. You just win. This is what you want to try to do with this deck. You want to go 1 into 2, or at least you don't even need the 1 most of the time. You just go Secret on 2, then on 3, Sun River or Animal Companion. On 4, you hit them with some removal or 1+1+ hero power or secret or secret hero power. You just want to use your mana. I feel like if you use most of your mana every single turn into Brann on 7 or on 8, it's just most decks cannot handle it. Too much pressure. Siamat is very good. Removal tool, pressure, it does whatever you want. This is a mid-range deck, so Siamat it's at its best here. And Zul'jin, obvious reasons. So, what is the playstyle of the deck, you might wonder? You keep secrets. Let me talk about Mulligan. I always keep my 1-drops. I never keep tracking. Tracking, you need it mid-late game when you know what you want. Playing it on 1 doesn't make sense. You hard Mulligan for 1-drops, and you always keep the 1-drops. Even if you ruffled all 3 of them, you just keep them. You will always find a way to use your 1-drops, because you play a deck that doesn't have a clean curve. That's the disadvantage of playing 1-offs. You will not always draw 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. You'll draw that curve less consistently than a hunter just playing 2-offs. So you always keep your 1-drops, and you will always have mana to play them and have some decent situation with your 1-drops. Secrets, I keep them depending on the matchup. Let's say against Priest, I would keep a Freezing Trap. Maybe even a Pressure Plate. Definitely I'll keep Snake Trap in most situations if I have a 1-drop and I'm on the play. On the coin, Snake Trap becomes weaker. But, for example, Snake Trap plus Sun River Spy is a good play because if you coin Snake Trap, they cannot trigger it. You play Sun River Spy, you have 2 mana 3/4. It's pretty good and it's protected by Snake Trap. Snake plus Explosive is the best combo of secrets against other aggro decks because they cannot go face, they cannot trade their minions. Freezing Trap is situationally good, but pretty nice in the meta. Same for Pressure Plate, very good secret. Rat Trap against some decks as well. The secret setup is very nice, and it's hard for people to play around them. Hunter secrets are always historically just very nice together because you play around one, you play into the other. So it's kind of hard for them to guess what they want to do. I would always keep Sun River, even 2 mana 2/3 is not that bad. Again, I always keep Zephyr, but you don't play him on 2 usually. Very rarely I would play Zephyr on 2 actually. Very rarely. Probably it would include a hand where I have some turn 5 play and like Brann and I really want Wild Growth. Otherwise I wouldn't bother, I would just hero power or do something else. Companion is always a keep. Deadly Shot is a keep against mages. Eagle Horn Bow is always a keep. Because you have so many secrets, you want the bow. You want the bow, trust me. Also, people don't play weapon removal or don't play that much weapon removal in the meta, so it's really good. Hunter's Pack I would never keep. You want to draw into it. You don't want to force yourself into playing it and then losing a bunch of value plays. I would never keep Kill Command. You also want to draw into it. I would keep Mass Contender, especially if I have a secret. And especially if I'm on the play. It's better on the play than on the coin. On the coin, it's kind of awkward. You want to go like coin 2 into 2 into 3. It's harder to make it work on the coin. You can, but it's harder. Never keep Snip Snap. I would keep Unleash versus pure aggro decks like Zoo or Token Druid. I wouldn't keep it in Mirror Match, let's say. Never keep Vulpera. Almost always try to keep Hyena Alpha and make it your curve. If you can land it on turn 4 with Secrets Online, it's so insane. So maybe you would keep like 2 secrets or 1 secret they cannot activate it with Hyena Alpha and make it good. Never keep Drinker. Probably never keep Marshad, but there might be some situations. Like Old Rogue had a lot of 4 health minions, so you'd keep it there. Maybe you would keep it if you have a curve like 2, 3, 4. Maybe you would keep Marshad then. But I wouldn't generally keep it. I would keep Subject only against Warrior. I would keep Ziliax only against Aggro Rogue. And I guess only against Aggro Rogue. I would keep this against Warrior. Maybe also in the Mirror Match it could work. It's a very nice tempo play. But it's pretty slow. Actually, I would only keep it against Warrior. Unleash the Beast. I would keep Brann against Warrior and against Mage. And any other slow matchup like Druid, maybe. I would never keep Siamat, and I would probably never keep Zul'jin. Even against Warrior, I don't think keeping Zul'jin is good. Because you don't need Zul'jin to beat Warrior. I think the way you beat Warrior is you just kill them quickly and hope they don't have Dr. Boom. The Mulligan is pretty complicated, but with the outliners that I gave, I hope I'm able to help you a little bit make some decisions. I cannot map out exactly every single situation because there are combinations of cards, as I said, Snake Trap and Sunriver Spy, for example. Other than that, if you miss any legendary, so let's look at the legendaries and replacements for expensive cards, because I was getting a lot of questions when I was streaming the deck. You need Zephyrs to play this deck. In my opinion, you also need Brann. If you don't have Brann, you probably should play another deck, because if you want to get all the rewards from this deck, you probably should play Brann. It's not an ultra insane card like Zephyrs, but there is a reason that most people just play Highlander Mage and Highlander Hunter. It's probably because you have both Zephyrs and something else. Even if that something else is not entirely game winning, it's still very good. But if you miss Siamat, even if you miss Zul'jin, if you miss Snip Snap, but I don't know, everybody got it on login last month, you can play this deck. Do you miss, let's say, Vulpera? Do you miss Mass Contender? Do you miss Subject 9? Let me show you what you can play. I would play Savannah Highmane. I would play Scarlet Wayweaver, and I would play Wild Bloodstinger. If I miss 3 cards, you play the Beast package. I would only play Scarlet as my third Beast. So basically, I play Savannah. If you miss 2 cards, you play Savannah and Bloodstinger. If you miss 3 cards, you play Savannah, Bloodstinger, and Wayweaver. You can play Locust. Very powerful card. It's not that good with Zul'jin. If you get it early in the Zul'jin, it can fill your board with Locust, and then you don't get your Animal Companion and your Unleash the Beast. But it's a very powerful card, and if you don't have some of the legendaries, it's one of the best replacements. What else is there? I wouldn't play Tona Rhino. Betty Darrow. You can play this. Another card you can play is Ursatron. It's probably the best replacement for Mass Contender. 3-drop on 3-drop. I would like to stay pretty close to the current curve when you're trying to make replacements, because I feel like this curve just flows really smoothly through the mana. So let's say you don't have Mass Contender, you play Ursatron. What does Ursatron do? It draws you Snip Snap or Ziliax. It's not amazing. It's a 3 mana 3/3 that draws you a card. It's fine. If you want one more mech, you could run Mekaru, but I don't like Mekaru. I think it makes your deck too weak. And I think 3 1-drops, these 1-drops, is the optimal number of 1-drops to play. Well, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the deck. I hope you enjoyed the small guide. I'm definitely going to play this deck more in the future because it's super fun. And I'm really happy with how Blizzard designed the new Highlander cards and the new Highlander decks. I think the biggest issue why people considered Highlander decks toxic was the fact that they could just heal to full health with Reno. That was the air quotations toxic part. I think it's pretty nice for the game to have Highlander decks because games play out differently and it feels more fun to run 30 different cards because more situations come up than to play a deck with 2 offs. It's very arena-like in constructed. It's pretty fun. And I think it's also balanced because the biggest weakness of Highlander decks is that you can just kill them because they don't have that much healing. This deck has Life Drinker and Ziliax, and that's it. So without Reno, they seem pretty balanced. Zephrys is an amazing card though, but you need to know how to use it. It's very skillful. I kind of have the advantage of having my chat when I'm streaming, because I always ask like, what's the best play here? And if I somehow don't think about it, somebody in chat is going to be smart and be like, oh, that's the best card that it'll give you here. But if you don't play without help, it's kind of hard to, and skill testing, to see every single turn what's the best option possible from Zephrys to play Zephrys when you can maximize the value out of it. And I like that aspect of it. With this said, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this YouTube exclusive review for Hunter. And don't forget to subscribe and to like the video if you enjoyed it. You can also find me on Twitch. I'm streaming almost every single day. And I'll play a tournament in Korea later this week. So wish me luck. And I wish you the best. And a great day. See ya.